What's up, Taiwan? I'm Louise with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwan's president is on a landmark trip to the United States. In New York, she's met with Taiwanese professionals who, as Leslie Liao reports, are helping to promote Taiwan's soft power.
It's President Tsai Ing-wen's second day in New York, and we're up bright and early in Brooklyn, where the president is meeting with a group of young Taiwanese professionals that live and work in New York. Earlier, the president visited a shop that was modeled after an old-fashioned Taiwanese general store, and now she's having breakfast with these professionals at a Taiwanese bakery right here in Brooklyn. One of the messages we're hearing over and over again while the president is here in the United States is the importance of the overseas Taiwanese community as a means of soft power for the country.
那我相信我们所有海外的乡亲都是支持台湾走向世界最温暖、最强大也最坚定的后盾。
Now, New York is home to one of the largest contingents of Taiwanese people here in America, and it's no doubt one of the reasons why the president has chosen a stopover in this location. But not everyone's focus is on Taiwan's soft power, as heard by a reporter earlier when Tsai was just about to enter the old-fashioned Taiwanese general store. President, what is your message in the U.S.? Messaging. That's sure to be the question in the back of everyone's mind, as Tsai's presence here in the United States is sure to draw a reaction from China, which claims Taiwan as part of its territory and doesn't like it when Taiwan's officials interact with officials from other countries, let alone the United States. Now, Tsai has made about half a dozen of these stopovers before in the U.S., but amid a backdrop of souring Taiwan-China relations, one can only speculate how drastically Beijing will react. Easton Sun and Leslie Liao in Brooklyn for TaiwanPlus News.
In New York, President Tsai received an award from a conservative think tank. The Hudson Institute presented Tsai with a Global Leadership Award on Thursday night. Past recipients include late former Japanese Prime Minister Abe Shinzo and media mogul Rupert Murdoch. TaiwanPlus reporter Leslie Liao is in New York traveling with the president. Rick Lowett spoke to him earlier.
Can you tell us a bit more about this reward President Tsai Ing-wen has received from the Hudson Institute?
The Hudson Institute awards this award to someone who has a lifetime accomplishment in strategic leadership. And President Tsai Ing-wen was given this award in recognition of her ability to stand up to authoritarianism, particularly in the face of Chinese aggression. As you know, China's been ramping up military pressure because China claims Taiwan as part of its territory, despite never having any sovereignty over it. And previous recipients of this award include former late Prime Minister of Japan, Abe Shinzo, as well as Rupert Murdoch, who's the media mogul.
And this is the end of the second full day for President Tsai Ing-wen in the US. You've been traveling with the president. Can you give us a sense of how this trip is going for her and her team?
Now, the general sense is that she is meeting with a lot of important people this time around, and that's always just something that Taiwan wants to accomplish during these stopovers, and they're definitely getting it done. And I think this is also a demonstration of the strong ties that President Tsai has fostered with the U.S. over the years, and this is kind of like a show of what she's doing and what she has done over the past 8 years. And judging from how she's been received and judging from who she's met with during this trip, I definitely say she's getting it done, particularly if the rumors are true and she's meeting with U.S. Speaker Kevin McCarthy in Los Angeles after she heads to Guatemala and Belize.
And we know that the president is now scheduled to travel to Guatemala. Can you tell us what she is going to be doing in Central America and what she hopes to achieve?
Well, at least in Guatemala, she was invited there by the Guatemalan president last year to attend the inauguration of a hospital that was sponsored by Taiwan. And that was how this trip to Central America, at least the Guatemala leg, was being billed by Taiwanese officials.
That was TaiwanPlus reporter Leslie Liao from New York. Donald Trump has become the first former American president to face criminal charges after a US grand jury voted to indict him. A historic headline that observers are saying will lead to the most politically charged trial in American history. Donald Trump is making another run for the White House, but now with a unique label to his name: the first former US president to face criminal charges. The indictment comes after years of investigations into Trump's dealings. The specific charges have not yet been publicly revealed, but a probe has centered on payments made during the 2016 presidential election, which Trump won, to silence claims of a sexual encounter with Stormy Daniels, a porn star.
Trump will be given the opportunity to appear in court. He's not going to be arrested. Now, he will be booked, which means he'll be fingerprinted, he'll have his mugshot taken, but he's certainly not going to be placed in handcuffs.
Trump denies any wrongdoing and says he's the victim of a partisan witch hunt. In a statement, he said, "This is political persecution and election interference at the highest level in history." Trump has warned of violence if he is charged, raising fears of a repeat of scenes in 2021 when his supporters stormed Congress in the wake of his election defeat. Trump's successor, President Joe Biden, hasn't commented. But outside the White House, reaction to the indictment was mixed.
Donald Trump, I think it's the best thing that can happen in the world. Once he's gone, the world's safe.
It's a political witch hunt.
Supporters of the former president gathered outside his Palm Beach, Florida property to show they're standing by him. Donald Trump was known as one of America's most divisive presidents. Now his unprecedented prosecution will mean the US has to brace for more turmoil ahead of the next presidential election in 2024. Former Taiwanese President Ma Ying-jeou, on a trip to China, has met with the head of the Beijing agency that deals with relations with Taiwan. During Thursday's meeting, Ma and Taiwan Affairs Office head Song Tao reaffirmed support for the 1992 consensus. This refers to an unwritten agreement between Ma's opposition Kuomintang and China. It involves the two sides agreeing there's only one China, but they can differ in what that means. Taiwan's ruling Democratic Progressive Party has never acknowledged this agreement, which has contributed to tensions with China.
有了九二共识呢，两岸才能搁置争议共创双赢。很遗憾的是呢，这2年来，两岸因为政治纷扰与疫情的因素呢，两岸人民的敌意上升，让我们非常感到忧心。在坚持9·2共识、反对台独的政治基础上，推动两岸关系和平发展。
The safari park, at the center of a media storm over an escaped and killed baboon, has promised it will improve. Taiwan's government sent a team of experts to inspect Leofoo Village in the northern county of Hsinchu on Thursday. They said they will help the park build a digital system to keep track of its animals. The experts also said the park needs more shelters for its baboons, as conflict between the highly social animals is one reason they may try to escape. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we leave you with images of cheetah cubs. They're the first to be born in India since the animal died out there 70 years ago. I'm Louise Watt. Take care, and I'll see you next time.